Hey everyone, and welcome back to our Valentine's Day series with Easy Cooking. Everybody thinks that Valentine's is just for like romance and lovers, but that couldn't be further from the truth. It could also be just for friends or for some self-love. So with that being said, I have a very special guest, one of my closest friends, Graciela, who is the brand manager for several portfolios at Prime.
I love it.
Tell us a little bit more about that.
Thank you for that
special brand today.
Thank you for that introduction, Kristen. I appreciate it. So yes, like she said, I manage different brands at Prime, but today we are focusing on Kit Kat, which is by Nestle. So we're gonna do something beautiful with Kit Kat, correct?
Yes, we're gonna make a delicious, easy, no-bake dessert that you can have.
But wait, you choose no bake because you don't think I could cook?
I wouldn't say it's necessarily because of that, but I mean, you know, just to keep it a little bit more user-friendly for everyone at home.
I got you.
All right, so we're gonna start off with making the crust. So here, if you wanna put this in a bag, I'll have you smash them. We're gonna make little crumbs.
So what are we doing? We're making a crust for the pie, right?
Yeah, it's
for the cheesecake, sorry.
Correct. And we're gonna do it in individual portions, so it's easy to share with friends, or if you're at home, you can portion it out for yourself, so you don't sit down and eat a whole cheesecake.
Yes, because Valentine's Day, it's good to have a little dessert.
Yes.
A little dessert.
So if you want, you could put it on top of here, and then use that rolling pin to let's not get carried away, but a gentle smash.
Oh, like this?
Yeah. There you go. Perfect.
Some good anger management. I love it.
Yeah, Graciela's getting out some frustration. That's for sure. And keep going. We want to make like a nice small crumb. Perfect. Right, that looks about good. And we're just gonna add this to a bowl, and then we're gonna mix it in with some melted butter. This will form the crust.
Perfect.
Okay. If you want, you could also do this with like a food processor, but not everybody has one, and it's so much easier to just smush it in a bag. So you can add that together and mix it.
So I'm adding it like this?
Yep. Wow. Very dramatic.
I'm butter, babe.
Wow.
Like this?
Yep. And just go gentle so we don't put crumbs everywhere, but that looks good. Excellent. And then I'll have you reach those glasses. We'll line them up here, and you're gonna evenly divide this amongst the bottom of the glasses.
Perfect.
You could just do about like maybe 1 big spoon per the bottom.
Do I get it?
Yeah. So this will give you about 6 portions, this recipe. Yeah? Perfect. And then we'll use the rolling pin to smash it in, like just lightly press it into the bottom. Good job. In the meantime, I'm gonna start to melt our chocolate. You can use semi-sweet, or if you're not a sweet person, you could even use dark chocolate. And I'm just gonna put that over a pot of simmering water in a nice metal bowl.
What do I do with this pin?
Just gonna gently compress the crumbs to the bottom. Just like that. Nice and gentle, no need to flex those muscles.
Krista, let me ask you, what's one of the most romantic things somebody ever did for you?
That would have to be when Paul proposed to me, but that's a really corny story. So instead, I'm gonna ask you, what's the most romantic thing you've ever done?
Ooh, you're talking to a Scorpio here, so we have romance embedded in us. I want to say the most romantic thing I've done is a whole rose petal candle thing, blah, blah, blah. You know, the whole 9.
You would.
It was very well received, I have to say. Do I continue doing this, by the way?
Yeah, if you want. And I'm just gonna melt the chocolate, and as you can see, I'm just doing it very gently over the heat. It's not boiling, it's just gently simmering. And
so let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
So when I'm at home and I want to make this, all I have to do is put like the Kit Kat bars, or do I have to break them?
I would say that for this part, you don't want to use a Kit Kat bar necessarily because it has the wafer inside. So for this, you want to stick to just like a block of chocolate or chocolate chips. We use chocolate chips for this recipe.
And I know that Nestle has Toll House, which also has those chocolate chips. So
that's exactly what we're using,
perfect to know.
The semi-sweet variety today.
Perfect.
You can go for dark as well. Milk chocolate might be a touch too sweet for this recipe, but if you are a true sugarhead, you might like that. That's good for you. But what's nice about this is it's very adjustable. And with the Nestle Kit Kat line, there's different varieties of chocolate.
Yes, so right now the new one is the gold, which is a caramel flavor, which a lot of people love. Kristen loves it. We got milk chocolate, which is not new, but the packaging is very different, a little more quality. We got a milk. And we have Smarties, which is in a bar. I'm not sure if anyone remembers Smarties, but they're actually
Would you
very
have
good.
it in a bar now?
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes.
I'd be
Cannot
very
miss
interested
it.
in that. So now here we have our chocolate. It's nice and melted and smooth. And now we're going to add to this our cream cheese. So this is Kraft Philadelphia cream cheese.
I love that.
The premium cream cheese on the planet. I mean, let's get real. I wouldn't be making cheesecake without this. So
There we go.
we're gonna add this to this, and then I'm gonna give you some heavy artillery. You're gonna whip it with the beaters. So we're just gonna whip this on.
When you say whip, what do you mean? Like, oh, like that. Yeah, there we go.
This is a family show, guys. So you're just gonna beat this together on high speed until it comes together and it's nice and smooth. I'll let you take over.
Looks excellent in there, Kristen.
Yeah.
Is this a professional way to do it?
Yes, you're doing an excellent job.
Thank you so much.
So in the meantime, while you do that, I'm just gonna grab some Kit Kat, and I love the Kit Kat bowl. It's my favorite because it's like not as sweet as white chocolate, but has a really nice kind of caramelly flavor. And we're just gonna add that to the base of our little glasses for some crunch and texture. So I'm just gonna cut them up and sprinkle them in.
And this Kit Kat is available all over, huh?
Yeah.
You cannot miss it anywhere. Anywhere you go, if you do not find the Kit Kat,
Let Graciela know. She'll come to rescue you. Can you also get it on Easy Shop
of
online?
course, anything that you want. You could buy it single, you could buy it by the case, you could buy it club pack, anything you want. We got you, boo.
I suggest buy the case. Trust me, you won't regret it. So here we have our little Kit Kats at the bottom. It'll add to the crunch of the crust. And before Graciela finishes with that, we're gonna add some heavy cream. So that's looking good. It's nice and
Looks
incorporated.
very
and mixed.
fluffy. I love that.
Fluffy, as you said. And we're just gonna add some heavy cream.
Do I
And
do
you're
it now?
gonna continue, yeah.
Perfect.
And remember, guys, the recipe will be at the end of this video, as well as on the website. So you could always check that out for any specific amounts. And Graciela's there doing her best. And you're incorporating it well. You just want it to be nice and smooth. And then we're gonna also add some powdered sugar. And this will help thicken it a little bit. So as it's not a baked recipe, this will help it set in the fridge. This doesn't use any, this recipe doesn't use any gelatin, which is, you know, friendly for anybody who wants to avoid those kinds of products. So it really does rely on that little extra addition of the powdered sugar. So try not to skip it. There we go.
It's looking excellent, nice and fluffy. I have a little bit left of the powdered sugar, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you do that because you're the professional.
I'll just increase the speed a little bit. So
Smells excellent.
that's it. Simple as that. You think you could do this at home?
Piece of cheesecake. Get it, get it, get it.
Unfortunately, I do. So we're just gonna move this along, and you are going to scoop as neatly because you want this to look nice and presentable
Of course,
in case
of
you want to
course.
give this a special someone.
You're right.
Presentation is key.
Here we go.
So you're just gonna scoop out like a nice little portion in each cup, and try not to get too much on the sides or anything like that. Okay, so I'll do that first one, and I'll leave the rest to you.
Let me try, let me make sure.
Yep, good job. Check you with your little dolloping technique.
After me, got to make sure that whoever ingests this is satisfied.
Ingests. So you did a beautiful job.
Thank you.
Spreading these all out. And you just want to give it a little shake so it gets nice and level at the bottom. Nothing too aggressive. You're perfect. As a birthday glass. And in the meantime, we're going to melt some chocolate and heavy cream together to make a ganache.
A ganache.
Yeah, so that's like a nice, thick, rich chocolate sauce to top these little babies with.
I love that word.
Yes. So we're just going to low down the heat. We just want it barely simmering. And we're just going to mix this together until it's nice and smooth. Give you a little lightning speed round. So some romantic Valentine's Day questions.
Ooh.
The people
Hit
want
me.
to know. What is the first thing you look for in a love? And I guess a meat. I don't know. What's the word?
The first thing I look for, I mean, if I have to be honest, it's usually the physical. Unfortunately, that's the first thing you notice. But since I'm trying to be more mindful, I want to say the first thing I look for is compassion and patience.
Yes.
I definitely need that.
You definitely
I need somebody to be
patience.
compassionate and patient with me.
That's certainly true. And what does self-love mean to you?
Ooh, self-love. Self-love means that no matter what, I have my own back, and that I have to realize that we as human beings, we were born worthy, and I just have to honor myself at every step of it. Every way I honor myself, and that's for me what self-love means. Just honoring myself, honoring my values, and making sure that I put myself first.
That was very beautiful and deep, and I like that you
Gracias.
paused the whisking for that.
I had to put focus
Yeah.
on the self-love.
No, but it is really important to remember. So if you feel sad, oh, I'm alone on Valentine's Day, you just need to remind yourself that no.
There's one quote that I heard I think is very important. You can feel lonely, but you're never alone.
That's so true. Because you always have friends nearby at least to harass you.
There we
Especially
go.
on Valentine's Day.
Sometimes even without you want it though.
Anyway, back to the recipe. So we're gonna switch to a spoon, and you're gonna nicely.
Where do I put this?
You
In
can
this
put
thing?
this in there, yeah.
Here we go.
And then you're just gonna evenly, just like you did with the cheesecake layer, add some of the ganache on top. Nice and delicate, beautiful.
Can I make a heart?
It probably won't last. Let's not get too technical, but you can go for it.
There we go.
So just that is enough. You know, you just want about 1 tablespoon per cup because it's very rich.
this ganache is beautiful.
Yeah, and it adds a nice little layer. So when you look at it from the side, you have all these beautiful layers.
Love that.
So after we finish this step, we're gonna pop these into the fridge for at least 1 hour. It's best overnight, but you just wanna give it some time for everything to kind of firm up. And then it's ready to top with some extra Kit Kat and some little decorations, and then serve and enjoy.
Yay.
So our little babies have chilled and they're looking nice and set. And as you can see, it's not gonna like fall out of the cup anytime soon. And that's what you're looking for, a nice firm set. So it really has the texture of cheesecake. And now is for the best part, well, the second best part. We're gonna decorate it. And then the ultimate best part.
We're gonna eat it.
Exactly. Love it. So we have here some of the Kit Kat Dark. You can leave it in big, like nice pieces like this, or you could cut them up small, up to you. It's all about your expression. So Graciela's gonna crumble them up. And then I'm just going to add some fresh berries. So we have some raspberries, you could use strawberries, anything really. They add a nice little bit of freshness. Beautiful, Grace.
Thank you so much. These are raspberries, right?
Yeah. And then,
So yeah, Kristen, so speaking about self-love, what is self-love to you? I mean, I know you're married, but you still practice self-love.
yeah, because I think as the great RuPaul says, if you don't love yourself, how in the hell are you gonna love somebody else? Can I get an amen?
Facts. Amen.
Yeah, that's what self-love means to me. You need to love yourself first, and then everybody else can come into play. So yeah, now we're looking nice and ready. So ready to go and enjoy these babies?
Can't wait. I've been waiting the whole time.
All right, let's go.
All right, Kristen, thank you so much for making this with me. I mean, I know that I can't really cook, but I appreciate you doing the no-bake cheesecake for me with my Kit Kat brand.
Yes, and you did an excellent job.
Thank you.
So let's dig in and see how we did.
Ooh, they have berries, which is very tangy.
Yeah, you want to get all at the bottom to get that crust and that like Kit Kat extra layer.
Oh wow, this is actually really good.
Nice and not too sweet. I was a little nervous about all the different layers of chocolate, but it actually isn't too sweet at all.
The dark chocolate really makes it not too extra, which is what I love, because I don't really love sweet.
And I hope Paul has something nice for us to pair with his dark chocolate.
We do. We have a potted bread. Nice red wine. So
There we
nice
go.
Chocolate.
Graciela loves a red wine.
Yes.
Perfect.
Very good person. You did an excellent job.
Well, Grace, cheers to you, and thanks for joining me again on this beautiful dessert segment of our Valentine's cooking series, brought to you by Easy Shop. So just remember that the recipe and all the ingredients that you need can easily be ordered on Easy Shop on the website, and it takes 2 days, delivery at your door. Super simple, quick, and perfect for your Valentine's date.
Happy Valentine's Day, my friends.